So, as you know, at the end of the last episode, it kind of went south a little bit. I made some errors. I messed up an entire slab of wood. Wasn't my greatest moment, I'll admit that, but hey ho, we learn by our mistakes. So I just want to quickly talk you through pretty much exactly what went wrong, why it went wrong, and why I'm never doing it again. So let's make a start. So first things first, my brush strips didn't touch the wood. So my extractor essentially didn't pick up any dust. That's a small portion of what I've brushed up. And yeah, that's all that went actually in my extractor bag. Which is a very small portion of what actually came out, but hey ho, live and learn. So I made a substantial mess in my workshop, purely because the brush strips didn't touch. So now you can see they're set up. So they touch nicely. Second mistake I made was the dog clamps were in the wrong place. I had them originally clamped out here, right on the ends, so that actually ended up burrowing the whole timber up and over. So when I machined it, the middle ended up really thin, and the ends sort of stayed the same thickness. But yeah, that's one other error I made, but I've learned that lesson. And then my third and final mistake was I went too deep with the router cutter first pass, and it gripped and it pulled deep. That evidently meant that I'd had to thickness the slab even thinner to get rid of my first mistake, and then overall I ended up really thin. That coupled with the thin middle, yeah, I should know better. I've done this plenty of times before, but first time in the new setup, so you live and learn. So now I've got it all set up properly. I've got these contraptions, so these packers are now bolted down to my actual framework itself. I've then got my dog clamps fixed to them, so this isn't going to cup the timber anymore. It's not pulling it into a bow shape. It's all nice and solid. Luckily the guy I get my timber from still had a few little bits in stock, so I've not completely wrecked myself. So pretty much today I'm going to have a go again, try and not make the same mistakes I made last time, and just go for it. Yeah, get these thickness, get them dominoed together, get it all clamped up, get it good to go. So may as well just go for it again and try not to cock it up this time. I'd also quickly like to add, this is not anything wrong with the jig itself. It was completely my incompetence and rushing into it, not checking it enough, not, head wasn't screwed on properly and all that sort of crap. But it is what it is. So there was nothing wrong with this. This worked and performed exactly how it should. Just, yeah, is what it is. It's fine. It's life. We'll get over it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I've now got my router set again. It's pretty much good to go now. Doing small, minimal passes instead of going heavy like I did the first time, which is where I made a mistake. But yeah. So yeah, it's all set up, ready to go. So without further ado, we may as well just get into it and get going. So. That was night and day different. That was so much better. Look at that. And this is all the dust that came out of it, and that's only because the brush strips were hanging off the side at the end. That's so much better. There you go, just goes to show it was literally just me being incompetent. Who knew? Well, I did, but that's besides the point. But yeah, happy days. Oh man, I am well chuffed with that. Well chuffed. So what we just need to do now is flip it over, flatten the other side, chuck the other bit on. Could not be happier with how this has come out. This thing is an absolute beast. Look at that. Quick sand and that'll be hunky-dory again. But yeah, jeez. This thing has made my life so much easier. Let's get the next one dropped on. Now it's on, let's get it machined. Man, it's so much easier when you just click. Now I've got it all machined. I just need to get this all cleared up and tidied away. Get the two slabs cut down to size, put them on my bench, domino them together, and then let it set overnight, give it a good sand, finish it up, make the base, coffee table done. Yeah, this thing honestly has made my life so much easier, so much easier. Doing this beforehand, I would have literally spent all day doing it, and it would have been hard work, it would have been super messy. But this, honestly, may as well just get this all tidied up and set up and good to go. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just not going to film it. So where I'm up to now is basically I need to cut a nice straight edge on these two so I can get them all jointed up. I'm going to square these ends up, get it roughly sized, and then I'm going to bust out the old Festool domino, get it all jointed together, get the sash clamps out, get it glued, cramped up. So may as well get cracked on and get that done. This is a Festool domino, so if you've not seen one of these before, it's basically the same as a biscuit cutter, just instead of putting in little flat biscuits, it puts in these nice substantial dominoes. Way more accurate, way more reliable. Let's get it all marked up and get it all fixed together. Just getting these ends marked up for square. Peachy. So that'll be where my ends actually get chopped off for square, just so I know not to come too close with my domino fixings, because last thing I want to do is put a domino in there, chop it off, and then it's visible when I cut off the end grain. Sweet. All marked up. Domino time. Cool, so we've got it set to 25mm deep because these are 50mm long times 8mm wide. I've got the height set to 14mm because this is 28mm thick, so that'll do a center. And then obviously we're just going square, so this is set to 90 degrees. I'm just going to do one test run inside of this just to make sure that it's all nice and good and that's going to sit nice and snug. Providing that's good, do the whole run in that, do the whole run in that, glue it up, clamp it up, have a cup of coffee, give it a few hours, sand it, put it together, blah, 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 blah. You get the gist. Let's get going. That's nice and snug. So that hammered home. So we know that's good. That pocket sits beautifully, nice and tidy. So yeah, let's get cracking and get the weld on. Domino holes. That's all my domino holes drilled. Get my sash clamps out, get everything set up, get it glued, clamped, through. Where do I keep putting things? Right, glue time. jig makes that a lot easier, making everything nice and flat and sweet. That is it, pretty much all machined up. Job's a good one. Super happy with how it turned out. That router sled, like I say, is making my life a hell of a lot easier. Absolute phenomenal bit of kit. Super happy with it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just need to tidy up these joints in the middle, get it cut to size, sand it, mount it. Job's a good one. So yeah, that's pretty much going to cut it for this video. If you like what you see, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I will catch you guys on the next one.